All right, you guys, I am going to try to squeeze one more in since I still have not left yet. I'm going to try to hurry up and do this reading so that you guys can have something to chew on while Mama's away for the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me dismiss Tamara Green from my cards because I just finished her reading. Okay. All right. Okay, one more for good measure, press down, shaking together, and runneth over. Okay. All right, so I did just do Tamara Green's reading. That was a cold case one. I hope you guys watch it. This one, though, I mentioned that I was going to do this reading the other day when I did that little quick reading from that quick message for black men in Hollywood. And I said I was going to revisit the topic of black men wearing dresses in Hollywood. I kind of want, though, to round that out a little bit. So instead of me asking about black men wearing dresses in Hollywood, I'm going to ask Spirit, talk to me a little bit about black men in Hollywood and them seeing me. Okay, Spirit. All right. Katt Williams said a lot of things about black men in Hollywood. He said that they all get, once they join the club, a part of the package is the light-skinned wife that doesn't say anything. She's just good for image purposes, like a beard, while they do their funny business behind the scenes. He alluded to the fact that they have to put on dresses in order to get put on and stay on and be a big name in Hollywood. He alluded to them being bisexual or just flat out homosexual. And he alluded to the fact that it's more than just preference. It is a requirement, so to speak. And so I kind of want to look into that. I want to ask my spirits, is there any truth to the allegations that Katt Williams made specifically about black men in Hollywood and what they have to do to get on? Spirit, I am asking you, is there any truth to the accusations that Katt Williams made about black men in Hollywood, the wives that they all have in common, how they all have similar aesthetics, how they all or most seem to put on a dress at some point and humiliate themselves? None of these men identify as cross-dressing or as homosexual. So the fact that all of them have worn dresses and all of them have had to dress up like grandmotherly, matronly, big black women, save for the Wayans, who dressed up like white women for an entire movie. However, and their older brother, who during In Living Color broke in some of our favorite comedic actors like Jamie Foxx and had them wearing dresses. What is that other guy's name? David Alan Grier. Hated it. That was on In Living Color. That was the Wayans breaking in these new black comics to the industry by making them what Jamie Foxx wore a dress on In Living Color and dressed it up as, what was it, Wanda? Remember that? Remember the other older Wayans brother and David Alan Grier? Hated it. I remember. I was young enough to watch In Living Color. Rosie Perez as one of the fly girl captains. Jennifer Lopez, where she got her start. I was born in '87, so I'm fully aware. Is there any truth, Spirit, to the accusations that Katt made by saying that this is something that they have to do in the industry if they want to be a part of the the elite industry. Is there any truth to that accusation that Katt Williams made? And I'm talking specifically about black men in the industry, because I'm a black woman. Not saying I don't care about white men, but I'm a black woman who dates, marries, is attracted to black men. This is my culture. So I'm absolutely more curious about black men in Hollywood, because I believe I see it more with black men. I have seen that guy Channing Tatum dress up like a woman. However, and I can absolutely see him being plowed on the casting couch. In my mind, allegedly his poor booty hole. But anyways, I'm talking about black men. And not just the wearing dresses, the wives, a lot of the trends that they all have in common. Is there any truth to it being a requirement of some sort for them in the industry? Let's see. They accept an offer, and I believe it is a requirement, because look, this is a hand of God coming out of the sky and offering them a cup. Now, in reverse, this person is too focused on their morals, their integrity, and their culture to want to accept the offer in this cup. This man is looking at what is required of him. What else will I have to drink if I accept this cup, this offer from you? The hand of God is offering you a blessing. In reverse, the ones who take it are the ones that we see wearing dresses and have. Take what Katt Williams said and then see who all, play bingo. See who all checks off those boxes. Wife that's an other, or looks like she can pass for an other. Check. And please, this is no shade to my light-skinned queens. This is no shade to any woman of any race, nationality, or creed. This is not my rules. So please, I love you ladies, no matter what shade, race, color you are. However, there is a preferential treatment that's perpetuated in the black community. And it's a part of accepting the offer. You accept the offer, you have to drink from these cups and do what is required of you. Challenge though, some black men refuse because they don't want to be attacked by all these phalluses. Katt Williams is one of them. And so he will defend his position. It's a challenge though to those who have accepted the cup. For those who have accepted the offer, Katt Williams and his refusal to take on all these phalluses, all these other wands, because he's saying, I got a wand. I am a man, Damon. I am a boy. Katt Williams is standing here with his own wand. Why would I want all these other wands in between my legs and coming from my rear? So the challenge to them is Katt Williams, who has not drank from the cup. He hasn't done the things. And in the recent past, he was on his way to stardom, on his way to the top. And in my own opinion, Katt Williams is at the top because he is one of my favorites, one of the greats. Bernie Mac, Katt Williams, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Raw Days, Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy. All of them are the greats to me. All of them have something in common though. They don't give me sellout. So Katt Williams was on his way though to mainstream. Katt Williams was on his way to Kevin Hart's dream. However, reverse. reverse, reverse. He decided that he didn't want to go all the way, which is why the Fool is in reverse. He stopped just shy of being initiated in because he did not want to take on the penises. He might have been okay with getting the starter package wife. He could do that. He can get the wife that he wants and just cheat on her like the rest of them do. Get the wife that's vetted and approved by the industry, that goes along with the industry program and will turn a blind eye because this is what they're hired to do. He could have just got one of those and then dealt with the women that he really, really wants to deal with, like most of them. He could have, you know, played the promotional game and whatever else they require. But I won't do that. He won't do that. Katt Williams would not do that. He is a boy, Damon. And because of that, he didn't go all the way. His choice. Because they would have gladly taken that little Rumpelstiltskin and tossed that thing up every which way. His long hair, light skin, he's short like Prince. Ooh, the men. Ooh. They wanted Katt Williams. They wanted him in a dress like a woman. Because I get the ones in power, they like cross-dressers. They like men that look like women. They like men, but they like them to dress up like women. Some of the gatekeepers are cross-dressers. They don't just want a masculine man all the time. No, 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 no. They got kinks. The kind that I mentioned in Tyler Perry's reading, allegedly. They want you to put on the dress and the lipstick and parade around in a skirt, high heels, and tights with dick and balls. And they want to look back at it and see you in a dress and a wig and lipstick while you whamming and ramming it. And for the ones who ain't power bottoms, they want you bent over, looking like a woman, but with balls. They like the balls in a dress. They like balls in a dress. They like a pig in a blanket. That's what the higher ups like. Pig in a blanket. Balls in a dress. Near future. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The industry is in shambles. As Pluto is leaving Capricorn, and these are Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Pluto, as it leaves the industry, will continue, as it leaves Capricorn, it will continue taking the industry with it. And we will continue to see more. And since I'm speaking about men in Hollywood, black men in Hollywood, excuse me. Oh, y'all don't want me to speak. This is why I usually hold on. Hold on. All right, guys. That was an energetic interference. I'm not supposed to be speaking on these things. And one of you watches me regularly. I've been knowing this for a while now. I would love for you to become a client of mine because I don't have to be an enemy. I'm not biased. If any of you came to me for a reading, if any of you celebrities came to me for a reading, I don't care who you are. If you pay for my service, I would serve you. If you came to me and said, Adina, I'm getting ready to be caught up in a Me Too moment. How can I get out of it? I'd be inclined to tell you. So you don't have to make an enemy out of me, and I promise you, you don't want me to. You don't want to be my enemy. My little self in the middle of nowhere with nobody really watching her channel. Don't do it. So yeah, I had to get something to drink to wet my throat. And I realized I was hungry. So I got me some street corn to bite off of real quick from Cheesecake Factory. Hot. Sorry, y'all. I ate nothing all day. I ate nothing all day. So I needed to bite that real quick so I can get through this reading because they be hating. All right. Unfortunately, more secrets are getting exposed about everybody in the industry. It will continue, including black men, black people, white people, black people. But right now, the exposés seem to be centered around black Hollywood. And that's because white Hollywood and the white elites are currently embroiled in battles concerning that flight list. So the black celebs have to be the distraction now. More of you will fall out. We'll hear more stories about them that we don't want to believe, but Three of Cups as above. I would like to say that Katt Williams is an outsider because he didn't join the club. Again, it's the same thing in his recent past energy. And since I'm asking about Katt Williams and his allegations, since he brought me to this question about men in Hollywood, I would have to say he's not at the club. He's not a part of the clubs. And he's not a part of the club because the parties. I believe he attended a few, saw some things he could overlook, some things he could not overlook. That is what made Katt Williams leave his attempt to become A-list as he could have been, as A-list as we see Kevin Hart is. And because he refused quite a few proposals from people. I get well-known people in the industry. I know he said Diddy is one of them, absolutely, but there are others. Just as well known that he refused offers from. And it made him want to leave that setting. It made him okay with not being one of the main comedians, one of the main ones. He's okay with that because he didn't want to do what was required of him. And everything that he said, that he alleged, is a requirement. Even down to the people that they marry. Even down to their wives and children. Part of the reason why they specifically want white, light skin, or other women is because there is an attack on the black family unit. Now, one would ask, if you were a white viewer, you would say, but why? Who cares about who black people marry? I would say you have a lot of enlightenment to do about matters beyond the 3D. This is spiritual. This is about the original man and woman, original as far as known to humanity, the original Adam and Eve and their procreation. This is about making sure that the black community as a whole, not just African American, I'm talking about the whole entire diaspora from every four corners of the earth, making sure that black people are not a cohesive unit. And the family is the nucleus. So if Black families are healed and we have loving, thriving Black families, we will have a loving and thriving Black community. And then we'll look around and realize we are not anybody's minority. We never have been, and we never will be. And then we'll start to ask even bigger questions. Questions that we are not supposed to ask in regards to things that have been told throughout history. The attack is on the Black family unit. They don't want a Black man and a fully Black woman having fully Black babies. They need Black men to donate their sperm to them. Want to know why? You want to know why you hear about the elites talk about global warming so much and them making it a big issue for us? Because I'm not saying that it's not. That's not my expertise. What I'm saying is it's more harmful for them for the world to get hot. We have melanin. We don't react under heat, under the sun, the same way non-melanated beings do. So if we are actually the majority and we have the same melanin, not saying that everybody doesn't have melanin, but we have we are melanated like the sun. We have a direct connection to the sun through our melanin. Therefore, we have a direct connection to God because of our melanin. We are inherently spiritual as the original man and woman. As the world gets hotter, as the world continues to rid itself of parasites and anything parasitical harmful to the earth's survival, it continues to rid itself of it naturally. They die out. We multiply. They die out. We multiply like roaches. You kill one Black person and there's 11 more of them. Because we were made to be fruitful and multiply and cover the earth. They need us to survive. No shade to any of my white subscribers. If you're subscribed to me, then you already trust that my messages are from spirit. And I don't have anything against white people. I don't. Never have, never will. But I gotta stay on topic here and deliver these messages as they're received. They need us to be interracial now, and they need us to see images of interracial families in the media, because he who controls the media controls the mind. Beyonce even had that at her concert. So that's true. But that was blatantly saying, sorry y'all, but that was Beyonce saying, I control your mind. We control you. She's saying, look how I made the entire world mute. Look how I made the entire world come out and wear whatever color I told them to. Look at the power that I hold. I can make 70,000 people be quiet. Look around, everybody on mute. And what did y'all do? Y'all went there and was really attacking each other. Going to the concerts, looking at each other like, you better be quiet. We better not lose. He who controls the media controls the mind. So the images that we see control how we think. Because at once upon a time, black people could never, white people weren't letting black people be seen. It was a crime to be with white people. Remember in our grandparents' age and some of our parents' days? Why the change now? Why is it so okay now? It's not because all of a sudden the white people who rule the world had a change of heart. No, they start dying out. And they looked around at their own people, at their own kind, and start doing the statistics and saying, we are dying out. The only way we can survive is if we get them to procreate with us. And God forbid they choose to procreate on their own and then see us. If they see us dying out, we have a problem. So now the image of multiracial families are being pushed. Dark-skinned black man, light-skinned or white woman, mixed babies, light-skinned babies, so that we constantly start seeing. And now, you know what you have in the comments of the blog? Divest, divest, divest. Let's date out. Let's passport bros. Date who loves you. Black men don't love us. Black women are only out to da-da-da-da. This is what we have now as a result of mind conditioning over a period of time via the media, via these entertainers. If you want to accept this cup and you want to live the lifestyle that you live, take this. It isn't bigger than the emasculation of the black man. It is the destruction of the black people by way of the black family unit. Because if we're not making babies with each other, then black people are dying out. And white people are inheriting more melanin. We are aiding and abetting in our own destruction. I'm not saying that you can't love who you love. What I'm saying is there is a concerted effort to destroy the black family unit and have mixed families so that oppressors of all people can survive. Because even if you are white, do you think they care about you? They care about you enough because the more of you there are, the more they can stay in control. Even if you're a white person and you're down with the brown, truly, they don't look at you like that. You're still one of us to them. And they bank on, when push comes to shove, when survival comes into play, you will fall back on your lineage and not on your love. Jeannie Mai was down with the brown until the brown left her, and now she's withholding the baby. She's talking about Jeezy's guns and how they're unsafe for the baby, and when none of that worked, she is now asking the judge to not uphold the prenup because she didn't get a chance to look at. Girl, this is what they know though. As much as y'all, we'll go out, date black, date white, make babies. But just know, when we are ready to pull things apart, we know where the white's loyalty will lie. On their whiteness. Because they're surviving too. No white person is going to give up their privileges just to stick by their black significant other. And they will take the children with them. Especially when the wife is not black, which is why they can't have black men procreating with black children. Children are the future. They don't want the future to be black. They want it to be white and mixed via the mother, because the mother is the one who nurtures the children. She raises the children. If she's white, she's not instilling black culture into her children. It's not hers. She doesn't know how to. She can ask for help on social media. how do I style my child's hair, but what they spiritually and emotionally receive from their mother is their mother's culture. External energy, this is the price of fame. It's the price of fame. Black men in Hollywood, your hopes and fears is our chatter about it. Us calling you out about it. Because you know you're guilty. You know what you did to get ahead. And for us, most of us, like somebody like me, I would feel like, what are you guilty for? You made a decision based on your own highest good. They aren't making decisions based on their own highest good. They're selling themselves out, and they don't want to be called out on it. The outcome is the woman, when they decide to teach these men a lesson, they send in the women to take everything from them via divorce, via lawsuit, via child support. That is the reason they give them these wives. It's so that they can take the black man's wealth and take it back to their community. Take the black man's sperm and his children and take it back to their communities. Take his money, take it back to their communities. These women are vetted in Hollywood. They're approved, and they know what their purpose is. None of them are obtuse. So they go along with it. And it seems like I actually, I'm not going to go and clarify every card. That was enough. I want to look at the Four of Cups, the offer that they accept. How many of you black men in Hollywood are ashamed and regretful of the decisions that you chose but are stuck? A lot of you, huh? A lot of you regret what you did to get on because now that your heyday is over, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth what you did for temporary success. And especially now that you're getting exposed. A lot of them, since Kevin Hart, he struck a nerve with them. Not saying that they don't know what they did, but him calling it out the way he did, and millions and millions and millions of people believing and supporting him, has a lot of them thinking about the decisions that they made. Katt, you got them in their feelings. Not necessarily just mad about what you said, but you hit them in their heartstrings because they know it's true. They're all looking at their wives, looking at their children, looking at their booty holes. Especially for the ones that Katt Williams called out that are OGs in the game. Because for the level of fame that they reached, a lot of them don't feel like the sacrifices they made were worth it. They're not on Jay-Z level. They're not on P. Diddy level. And a lot of them, at the time that they were doing these things, saw themselves that way. As the years passed and they reached their peak, and their peak wasn't the peak that they anticipated, they kind of settled in with the choices they made and not paying attention to the guilt. Katt made them pay attention to the guilt. Especially because Katt Williams had enough balls to turn down a lot of money that was being offered to him to do his own thing, his own way. He wasn't afraid. A little bit he was, though, I see, because they tried to destroy him in the process. And at some point, I think Katt Williams did get defeated because of everything they were doing to him. He couldn't walk outside without them throwing him in jail for something, calling him a crackhead and all of this stuff. But at some point, he decided that even if I lose it all, I lose it all and I keep my integrity. And I'll leave Hollywood and do my own thing. And that actually, because of his integrity and him standing on his own moral business, God has blessed him to still be a success on his own terms. Challenging. When I said Katt Williams, it said, I'm a boy, Damon, and he's fighting off the booty bandits, the lovers, sex, death, even death. Either sex or sacrifice. Those are the two options. Sex or sacrifice. Because you're not allowed to tell. They do this so that they can keep information on you to keep you quiet. You either been casting couched or you sacrifice someone, and they keep the receipts and they're ready to expose you at any given moment. So these acts are done to keep people in line, to keep men. Because even though this is the Queen of Swords in reverse, she's the most masculine queen in the deck. So these men wearing dresses, these men being sexed by other men in power, is to emasculate these men and keep them subservient. Fool in reverse. Katt Williams, you were holding the secrets of the things that you saw. However, Katt Williams, I don't know if you start telling because you might have felt like that was the only way that you could survive. Did you think that someone, now this could be Diddy. I think that Katt Williams was concerned about being off by Diddy or someone like Diddy, higher up in the entertainment industry, because he kept refusing advances, even up until this day. Katt, are you ready now? Have you had enough? Have you had enough of us punishing you? Katt said no. And this is what I'm going to do. Because you might try to take me out because of what I know. And maybe you will. But before I go, boom. So if anything happens to me, the people will know why. Near future. This could be more people reacting from what Katt Williams said, trying to smooth things over their own image, maybe turn things around. What I see is Katt Williams opened up a can of worms. He spoke on a lot of things and a lot of people that aren't spoke on about. And it's going to give more people confidence who have walked away from the industry with nothing, who have been thrown out of the industry because of their unwillingness to comply. It's going to give them a rise. It's going to give them a rise. Confidence. Kind of like the same thing happened with Diddy. After Cassie got paid off, more people came out looking for a payday. Something similar to that. You know who comes in mind? Christian Keys. He got real quiet. It makes us think that the check cleared, doesn't it? You got real quiet all of a sudden, Christian. I might read you next to see if the check cleared. The reason why you dog whistling. I'll tell. You probably got that check in the mail, or an assistant of somebody called you and asked for your wiring information, or informed you that you would have a wire payment of $250,000 within the next 24 hours, as well as a non-disclosure agreement, allegedly. Outcome. Your wives are paid very well. Their wives are hired beards. Just in case the celebrity needs to be brought back into alignment, they will do so via their wives. Now also look, black, white, black, white, black, white, and somebody in control. I'm telling you guys, they are trying to mix families so that there is no longer a nucleus black family. It's a part of their plan. It's a part of the job. And I would like to say that alleged Zionist Jews, since they run Hollywood, this is their plan. Zionist Jews feel like they run white people, so they don't have to dilute them. They have white people's numbers. Their God is money. So they know how to deal with white people. Black people, though, we're their biggest threat, because they are the ones who call them the children of God. They are not. I'm sorry if you are Jewish and you are watching this channel. Again, I have nothing against you. You are not Israel. You are not biblical Israel. You are not the children that the Most High marked and said, be fruitful and multiply throughout all four corners of the earth. We are the biggest threat to Zionist Jews. We as in black people, because we are those people. The mark is our melanin. We are those people. You can't change what God did. You can only try to destroy what God did. That's their plan. And when the time comes for them to break up, they will take their money when the relationship ends and their children. Or be silent for the rest of your life. Enjoy this lifestyle with your mouth shut, because the moment you start acting too big for your britches, you nigger, look, y'all, they are really trying to shut me up. That ain't a real cry. That's the cry from this cough. It's like something is pricking my throat right here. But not today, Satan. Not today, Hashatan. Because I am a Taurus ascendant. I will eat my way out of any situation. But eating helps scratch that itch that keeps coming up. They don't like me talking about them not being the true children of Israel. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull another card into the card that made me say that. Because it's big motherfucking Dina over here. Big Dina. I say what my God empowers me to say, and no weapon formed against me shall ever have or ever will prosper. I can guarantee my life on that. I will give up my ghost when I'm ready to transition out of this life, and I will shut up when I'm ready to shut up if I'm ever ready to shut up. I'm talking to the spirit that wants to work against me. Someone should have informed you of who I am in these spiritual streets. Not the children of God. And their plan is to not see black men and black women procreating. Why? Because this is what God told us to do. There's not just two people exchanging cups. This is divine unity, divine order. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, God itself, has told us, black people, his children, to be fruitful and multiply. They don't want that to happen. More pentacles. When those relationships break up, they take everything. If you break up with your wife, we take everything by way of her. They be threatened not to leave their wives. That's why they cheat. And as long as the wife doesn't leave, Kevin Hart, the show goes on. These unions are devilish. These unions are put together by the synagogue of Satan, who call themselves Zionist Jews, who run the media and the entertainment world. In closing, I'm going to close on the devil. Oh, you holders of the Torah. You see it right there? The Torah. The ones behind the scenes who run the industry that hold the Torah. I'm looking into the devil. That's some strong energy right here. Who were exiled everywhere they went, because they were always trying to steal someone's identity. This was their plan, and this is their plan all along. The attack is on not just black women, Mother Earth, black women, black American women. It's usually the Empress when I'm talking about people groups. I get motherland. So I would think these are African women, or so, you know. No. These are women from the motherland, but not directly from the motherland. There is an attack on black American women. You're not allowed to deal with them unless we vet and approve them. Some of them slip through the cracks. Most of them aren't. The women that slip through the cracks, they're willing to go along too. Savannah, LeBron's wife, comes in mind. She's not that dark, she's not that light, but she's quiet, and she will go along with the program. She will, and she'll do so respectably, because she knows how much money is riding on LeBron James. At this point, he's in too deep, she's in too deep. So she will keep it cute and mute too, so that she can be the next Cookie Jordan. No, not Cookie Jordan. Whatever, Juanita Jordan. She'll show him how it's done. No shade to Savannah, I like her. But she too, she knows that she's privileged to be in the position that she's in with her shade. And with that being said, I'm going to close this reading, because I've said everything I needed to say about black men in Hollywood and why they do the things they do. And I'm here to say that Katt Williams allegedly was telling the truth, but I gave you guys the parts that he is not willing to say, because he sure enough be dead. It's okay for you to come against the black men, but you can't dig into the Jews behind them and the bigger picture about why. Katt told you what it is. You think he doesn't know why it is too? He intentionally left that out, and I just told you why. With that being said, you guys, enjoy. I'll try to check in if I can this weekend while I'm out hanging and swinging. If not, I'll see you when I get back on Sunday. Bye.